5 to 6 a.m.
If you've just joined us, 13 minutes past 5 o'clock. Businesses owned and operated by women have received a major boost following the injection of over 140 million rands by government. The money will be channeled through the National Empowerment Fund. To find out how black women entrepreneurs can access the funding, we're joined on the line by Marakalla, the acting investment principal at the National Empowerment Fund. A very good morning to you and welcome.
Good morning, Elvis, and good morning to your listeners.
Ms. Marakalla, who qualifies to apply for this particular funding?
So it's women-owned businesses, obviously. So the businesses must be majority black women-owned, but they must also be operationally involved in the operational, activities of the business on a day-to-day basis. Obviously, the businesses must be, registered in terms of the South African Companies Act, and be taxpayers in good standing with SARS. What's also very important, Albus, is that these businesses need to be operating in the township and rural areas of the country, because that's where we believe, there would be a greater impact in terms of this high unemployment rate that we're currently experiencing.
And what sort of sectors will you be sort of focusing on?
So the sectors really are broad. We would be funding across all sectors, most sectors of the economy. The primary, tertiary, and secondary sectors would be considering. The only exception would be businesses that operate, in alcohol, tobacco, or any ammunition-related sectors.
Are there any conditions attached to the funding?
So, like I said, your business must be operating within rural or township areas. And, we would basically fund whether it's a startup or an expansion or, a business or woman individual looking to acquire funding into an existing white-owned business. And your business must be able to create sustainable, employment. And have a viable business case to be able to repay the loan. As you would know, even though it is concessionary, it is still a loan that we expect repayment of.
Mm-hmm. And what are the minimum and maximum amounts that can be disbursed?
Yes, so the funding that can be considered under this fund specifically are from as little as 250,000 up to a maximum of 10 million rand.
Mm-hmm. Now, you've worked through the criteria that people can apply, but how do they apply?
So they can submit their applications through the NEF's email for applications being applications at nefcorp, nefcorp.co.za.
Mm-hmm. And for how long is the applications open?
So the applications are open until, obviously, the funds have been depleted. And we're obviously hoping that, with the repayment of the loans by those companies that would have received the funding, we would be able to deploy the funds back into the economy or even get a further allocation at a later stage from the DTIC. And just to make sure to those that want to apply, this is not a grant. This is a loan. No, it's definitely not a grant, Elvis, but it is concessionary, like I said. The funding is provided at a very low rate that's fixed at 1.5%. The first 6 months of the investment term will be interest-free, and then thereafter it will start accruing interest at that low interest rate.
Thank you.
At a low rate, rather.
Mm-hmm. Just repeat again the email address that people can send their applications to.
It is applications at nefcorp.co.za.
All right. Thank you so much. That was Marakalla, the acting investment principal at the National Empowerment Fund. Well, there you have it. If you're a woman in control of your business, you can make your